Beloved ones, something inside you has already changed. Maybe you can't even explain exactly when, but that feeling of emptiness that once followed you no longer holds any power. The doubts that used to haunt you no longer carry the same weight. What once felt like a distant calling now pulses like a living certainty in your heart. Yes, you have awakened. But listen with an open heart. Awakening is not the end of the journey. It is the portal. The seed has broken through the earth and found the light. But now it's time to grow, to take root, to bear fruit. Awakening is merely the announcement that the time has come to truly live. And to truly live requires action. Many believe that spiritual awakening is the arrival at the destination, but in truth, it is the beginning of a much deeper journey. God awakens us not so we remain still, gazing at the light, but so that we become living instruments of that light in the world. There comes a moment when you understand, it's no longer about how much you know or how much you seek. It's about how much you live, what you already know. It's when we stop asking, "What am I missing?" and start asking, "What will I do with all that I've already received?" This is the transition from seeker to messenger, from one who contemplates to one who serves. At this point, hesitation is natural. After all, it's more comfortable to remain in the known territory of eternal seeking and constant learning. But God does not call us to comfort. He calls us to cross the river, to trust that there is a promised land on the other side. Yes, learning is essential, but true wisdom is living in alignment with the truth you've received. Because, in the end, what's the point of accumulating knowledge, unraveling mysteries, and diving deep into study, if it doesn't transform us from within? We are called to be more than students of the light. We are called to be the light itself, living, pulsing, active. And this is the moment to say, "Yes, I am ready." Now is the time to live with more faith, with more love, with more obedience to what you already know is the truth. The time for questions has passed. Now is the time to respond to the call. And when God calls, He equips. When spiritual awakening completes, something silent and profound happens within us. The sense of separation between us and the divine, between the sacred and the mundane, between the self and the other, dissolves. We no longer see ourselves as isolated individuals trying to survive, but as a living part of a greater, eternal, and loving plan. That's when the journey changes direction. We no longer seek signs because we understand the truth has always been within us. We no longer wait for proof because we've learned to trust the voice that whispers in our hearts. Faith becomes complete, and with it comes the certainty that we are being guided. At this point, intuition becomes a compass. The fear of the future silences before the trust in the present. Where there was once restlessness, now there is peace. Where there was once anxiety, now there is surrender. This surrender is not passivity. It is action with purpose. It is movement not because something is lacking, but because something is overflowing. Those who awaken, awaken to serve. Those who have been illuminated have been so to become beacons. This light that now lives in you, it can no longer be hidden. Even if you say not a single word, your presence begins to touch other hearts. People still in the dark feel this vibration. And even without understanding, they draw near. They are drawn not to who you pretend to be, but to who you have become. And here, something sacred enters: discernment. Not everyone who approaches is ready for the light. Not everyone desires transformation, and that's okay. Jesus himself taught us, "Do not throw pearls before swine." This is not judgment. It is wisdom. The lighthouse doesn't go searching for ships. It simply shines. And those ready to follow will find the way. Our role is to remain firm, luminous, and faithful to the truth. Because in the end, it's not about numbers. It's not about recognition. It's about depth. A single heart truly transformed is worth more than thousands who only hear but do not allow themselves to live the truth. And it is that truth that pulses in you now, not as a concept, but as a living flame. There comes a moment when the urgency within the soul can no longer be ignored. It's not haste, it's not anxiety. It's the firm whisper of God saying, "Son, daughter, the time has come." One who awakens feels it. It's like a fire burning in the chest, a sacred impulse that pushes you beyond the known. You can no longer live the same way. You can no longer silence what your heart screams in silence. The light has already been lit. Now it must shine. Yes, fear still tries to whisper. It says you're not ready, that you need more time, more preparation, more certainty. But the true calling does not wait for our insecurities. It demands faith. And faith is this: walking even without seeing the whole path, trusting that God has already laid out each step. Isaiah heard the call and responded, "Here I am, send me." This is your moment to say yes too. And when you say yes, the entire universe begins to move. Synchronicities happen. The right people cross your path. Resources appear. Opportunities arise effortlessly. It's not coincidence. It's the realignment with the divine plan. It's action responding to your surrender. But to truly step into the mission, you must let go of what holds you back. Some distractions will need to be left behind. Some connections, no matter how dear, will not walk with you in this new cycle. And that's okay. It's not loss. It's release. You can only carry what serves your mission. Nothing more. This is the time to live with intention, to turn words into actions, to make everyday life an altar, to let each choice reflect who you are in God. You were created in the image and likeness of the Creator. That means within you exists a divine power capable of manifesting miracles. Your words have power. Your intentions have direction. Your steps have a destiny. But with this power also comes a sacred responsibility: to live with awareness, to protect your frequency, to take care of what you think, what you feel, what you say, because all of this shapes what you manifest. And if there is something that needs to be said, say it. If there is something that needs to be done, do it. If there is a light within you, let it illuminate the world. It's not about perfection. It's about presence. It's not about status. It's about service. It's not about convincing. It's about being. Now is the time to take your stand with courage, not as one who begs for approval, but as one who knows their origin, as one who knows they were called, empowered, and sustained by God Himself. You are no longer awakening. You are living awakened. And that changes everything. If this message touched your heart, share it with others who are awakened. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below the number 77, a symbol of your commitment to the light, to your purpose, and to the divine mission that pulses within you. Let's spread this flame together. May the light that shines in you illuminate the world. Amen.